4 questions you should ask children every day. These days, life gets more and more busy by each second. This hectic lifestyle that we are quite used to now affects our relationships, not only with our friends and partners, but most of all with our children. According to recent research, adults only have an average of 12.5 minutes per day to talk to their children. Approximately 8.5 minutes of that time are usually spent on accusations and prohibitions, and only 4 minutes are left for friendly conversation. With that in mind, we decided to find out how to spend time with children more productively. You just need to ask a couple of important questions every day to be on the same page with your child. If you're a parent, make yourself a cup of tea and listen up. And if you're a child, then you should probably imagine the world around you from your parents' perspective. Show them this video, and maybe even discuss what would be best in the case of your family. So, without further ado, here's what we found. A writer named Jamie Harrington says she asks her kids the same 4 questions every day. Ask your children open-ended questions, which can't be answered by a simple yes or no. This encourages your kids to express their feelings and evaluate their choices, she writes. So, what are these magic questions? Number 1. How's life? If at first your child doesn't want to respond, or just says something like fine or everything's okay — boy, they've been in my house — you don't need to insist on a fuller answer. Tell your child about your day, things you have learned, and things you have enjoyed. This provides them with a good role model and will encourage them to talk to you about their experiences. Even if your child doesn't say it, he or she appreciates your checking in and asking about small things. Everyone needs a support system, and being able to call your parents your friends, tell them about your problems, and know that you won't be judged is every child's dream. It's just that sometimes your child needs a little more time to open up and feel comfortable sharing with you his or her problems and insecurities. Be patient. Number 2. What's up with your friends? You can ask your kid about one specific friend, their relationship, and adventures together, or you can pose this question in general terms. This will enable your child to trust you and to open up to you if they face a difficult situation. One of the most common mistakes parents make is comparing their children with their friends. It's quite annoying, isn't it? Hit the like button if you've ever found yourself in this situation. Your kid will most likely lose any interest in talking to you when your questions about their friends always end up with, "You see, John is such a great boy," or, "Well, Jennifer's parents must be so proud of her." Remember, your child is his or her own person with a unique mind and talents. Encourage your kids to be themselves, and teach them to be brave enough to follow their dreams and work towards them, instead of pointing out their flaws and creating new insecurities that they'll have to get over later. Number 3. Anything cool going on? If the weather is bad or your child just can't remember anything pleasant that happened to them that day, you should try to cheer them up. You can go to a movie or play an interesting game at home. Such activities might take their mind off things and help them relax. Plus, it'll help you two bond a lot more. We all have bad days, sometimes for our reasons and sometimes just because we woke up on the wrong side of the bed. Everybody copes with it differently. Some people want to be left alone, while others want to take their mind off of something that's bothering them. Don't insist, just offer your child something fun to do and let him or her decide. Number 4. Do you need help with anything? Most of us find it difficult asking other people for help. A child who is not used to getting help with small things won't ask their parents for assistance in difficult situations either. Take small steps at first. Offer your child help with cleaning their room or doing their homework. Don't be afraid to ask. In fact, asking your child if they need help every day gives you the chance to be there for them when they need you the most. However, this doesn't mean that you should start doing everything for your kid. Keep a fine balance, so that your child would learn to be independent, but at the same time wouldn't be afraid to ask for help if it's necessary, and could lean on your shoulder during tough times. Try not to interrupt your kids when they're telling you a story. Make comments only when they ask you to. Do not forget about physical contact. Hug your child or grab their hand. If you're in a bad mood and simply don't feel like listening to your son or daughter right now, tell them about it and set a time when you can talk together. That will help you avoid unnecessary conflicts and fights. Being a parent is a very complicated and complex thing. Nobody knows everything right away. We learn every day with every new experience we gain. The most important thing is to just be there for your kid. Believe us, he or she will return the favor. Do you have any advice of your own to the parents? Or maybe you have something to say from a kid's perspective? Tell us your opinion in the comment section below. And if you want to see more helpful videos like this, hit the like button below the video. See you back here for more from the bright side of life.